President, can you contemplate energy extraction that doesn't affect the environment? I know a lot of places where wind turbines have attracted public protest. Do you think that gas extraction doesn't affect the environment, or coal extraction? It all affects the environment. Even solar panels affect the environment. We had a debate in the past, and Mr. Bütikofer said at the time that in Europe we should acknowledge we have less of the rare earths than elsewhere, and in the case of rare earths, we also, it was said, should change Natura 2000 rules.
President, the honourable gentleman is quite right to point to the fact that there are protests against all kinds of energy development. I am very much aware of that. But I'm sure the honourable gentleman would also recognise that scientists are telling us that climate change is having greater effects than they were predicting even 5 years ago. The more we use fossil fuels, the more we will be adding to the effects of man-made climate change, the more we will see rising sea levels and other effects. What is essential is to cut down on the use of fossil fuels. And while shale gas is cleaner in these terms than coal, it is far less clean than the kind of alternative technologies which already exist and which, with a little more investment, could be developed just as effectively to supply our energy needs.
Mr. Watson, another request for you from Mr. Stevenson.
Thank you very much, President. Mr. Watson was talking about the dangerous chemicals used in fracking, but is he aware that those chemicals actually contain salt, soapy water and citric acid, basically washing up liquid and lemon juice as the major component? And when he says that he has the beautiful Mendip Hills in his area, would the small construction involved with shale gas exploitation be as bad as gigantic steel industrial wind turbines, which is the alternative you seem to be alluding to, Graham?
President, the honourable member may wish to run the risk of having salt or soapy water or citric acid in his drinking water supplies. I do not wish to run that risk or to have these things in the drinking water supplies of my constituents. And I think by comparison, and indeed by the comparison of the number of jobs, local jobs that we can create in the construction of things like wind turbines, and the long-term cheaper energy supplies that we can develop from these, energy supplies which will never run out, then the economics suggest that shale gas is not the way forward.